5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Waiting for the little yellow button. Are we live? Yes, we're live. Hey, there it goes. Hey, internet friends. Magic Brad, Synergy Cafe, and the Synergy Collaborative, and my friend Preston. Preston, where are you?
In Honduras.
There he is in Honduras, and it's another hot day in Honduras.
Another hot day.
Yes, it's cool here. It might be warming up, but it's a little chilly.
Well, give it to me, virtually blow that air in here.
I could. You want me to email you some temperature?
Yeah, not temperatures. I need the real thing.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about cause marketing, which is an interesting element. I think a lot of people are looking more for like, what was that book, Joel Osteen, The Purpose-Driven Life or something like that?
No, that's Rick Warren. Rick Warren, actually, from Saddleback Church, has The Purpose-Driven Life.
Okay, well, a lot of people are doing things now. It's about purpose, especially the younger generation. It's not so much about the money, even though that is a factor. They want to do that has meaning to it. So I think cause marketing, although it's been around for a long time, it is something that is, I think, getting more and more relevant.
Relevant, yeah.
Elephants. Speaking of elephants, we got to save the elephants. So we got to do stuff about protecting people like Cecil the lion, and of course humans too. There's people that have causes for people that may have come across cancer or something like that. Down in your area, because it's the coral reefs and the second largest coral reef in the world, they want to protect that. So there's people down there that have causes.
Yep.
And, if we can tie that in with some kind of revenue generating, like selling T-shirts or just donations. People want a donation, like with that GoFundMe or what's some of those others, Kickstarter.
Yeah.
What are some of those other crowdfunding?
Crowdfunding, yeah.
People could use those programs to raise funds, as long as you've got the systems in place to raise awareness and get it out there to the masses, like with programs like this with Periscope and Skype and what's that new one?
Blab.
Blab. Oh yeah, blab. Do stuff like that. We could do a blab on water preservation or preserving the coral reefs. And
oh yeah.
You'd think that a lot of the divers down there would have a big interest in preserving the coral reefs, because there's no fun in scuba diving in a pool, right?
Exactly. Well, there's a lot of people, a lot of divers, even the new divers with the PADI instructors and, anybody who instructs it is really pushing the fact that, hey, if you're going to dive, you got to take care of it. You can't take the coral because you think it's pretty, leave it there, because obviously if people start taking it, you don't have anything. But there was one thing that was posted on my Twitter feed, and I didn't actually share it yet, but I might today, is that basically they showed a diver and it was just blue water, which is beautiful, but no coral, because obviously they didn't go down far enough. But the point is that what good is diving if you can't see anything, if there's no fish, if there's nothing, so it was a pretty good point, well taken, and a different approach.
Well, there's stores and stuff on the island there that sell coral that probably broke off and stuff, right? That you can actually buy it and invest into the economy of the island, as opposed to just ripping it out of the nature.
Well, yeah, and I think, I think there's something, because there's actually a guy there who runs a submarine, and he actually goes down and shows people everything around the coral, and it's phenomenal. He built his own submarine, and he's actually in National Geographic and all this other stuff. But he built his house actually right on the west side, and I talked to him, and I was just amazed at how this house was built. He used old coral and basically built his house. So he had his house, and everything that's basically, like a siding, it's coral. And it's just wild. I would love to be able to interview him or have him on live if I can, but that would be cool to see.
He's welcome. He's welcome to look us up. And anybody is, if they got something want to get out, specifically in the area of travel, tourism, and hospitality, if they've got a cause.
Yeah.
So, can you name off like 3 or 5 different nonprofit causes that are down there? You'd mentioned something about, of course, the coral reef, and then their water.
Yeah, the coral reef, it's a marine water park there. They basically, educate and clean up the area. So they have volunteers that go in, because unfortunately, West or Bay Islands, or Roatan, is in the middle of two other islands. There's one on the right and one on the left, and then you got the mainland, which is Honduras. But what happens is, unfortunately, some people in Honduras and other islands will actually throw in garbage in the ocean. Well, that obviously goes to Roatan, and it gets stuck in the mangroves there. So they have to have people picking up all that junk all the time.
And a mangrove is those holes and things that are in the caves.
No, no. And the mangroves are actually the twisted, structure of trees that are line up the coral reefs. Usually, you see it a lot in Florida, and Louisiana, but it's more swamp. But it's the mangroves. They're like little tangled roots and stuff. But
yeah, you
it's
don't want
part of the ecology of that system. I'm not obviously a biologist or ecologist, so.
But you're concerned about that kind of stuff because you're near that island and stuff, and you wouldn't want that stuff washing up on your shoreline.
No, and that's the thing is that, we went to a beach out in the mainland in Roatan, and it was horrible. I mean, it was just absolutely incredibly horrible. You saw shoes, you saw, just junk. And unfortunately, they don't have a program on that beach to clean up, and it's just piling and piling up.
So that's what they're looking to do, is raise funds to be able to get some of that stuff cleaned up.
Exactly. And the water quality too. Estuary, I can't pronounce that, but that's another thing that people are concerned about, is making sure the water is clean and being able to bring in drinking water.
Now, what about like some of the animals, like the sea turtles, or are there sea lions, or preserve the sharks or anything like that? Is there any nonprofits on Roatan for that purpose?
I think the Marine Water Park does that, all inclusive, but I haven't really investigated it yet, and I want to talk to them to find out more. I know they're very big at that. I know there's also other nonprofits that are on the island, like Feed Children. I don't want to go necessarily for the bigger organizations because unfortunately they anyways, that's a long story.
That's just big. We go for the small guy. So let's put that out there with this video. We'll put that out there, and we'll see if they can find us. Some of these nonprofits that are looking to raise funds for their organization, contact us. So there might be somebody that's looking to save the manatees, or save the whales, or save the dolphins, or help the seals, or preserve the fish, or
even people groups too.
Yes, we got it. I almost forgot about humans. That's right.
We also, personally, our church works with the Operation Christmas Child, and that's basically giving shoe boxes to kids that don't obviously get their Christmas. So a lot of places, churches, and organizations will go from Minnesota and all over the United States.
Okay, is that Samaritan's Purse or something like that?
Samaritan's Purse, yeah.
Yeah, we did some fundraising for them when I was doing my expos in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
We donated a bunch of food or something to a thing like that.
Yeah, we're the main distributor for all of Honduras, so we get these big, 6 trucks coming in and putting it into our warehouse, and it's just packed solid. So which is great because we distribute it out to all of Honduras, and the churches actually come there and pick it up. So we can help them too. Not that they necessarily need help, but they might. So it's anybody that has a desire to help. We should be able to help them with that cause marketing effect, because we got different ways of doing that to raise enough funds for them to get what they want.
Well, the main thing is raising awareness. It's a matter of the networks and the syndication and getting the word out to other people so that they can find the stuff, because that's the way the internet works. It's all words and links, and if you know how to create that pathway to find where the thing is, that's what we do. Then they can be found. But there's so much stuff on the internet, it's hard to be found in that ocean of stuff. It's like a bottle cap floating in the ocean.
Yeah. Ocean's a big place, that's for sure. It's unexplored, as they say.
So we're about 10 minutes into this. I don't know how much longer we want to go, but we don't want to take too much of their valuable time. But this is what we're talking about, is causes. People that have a purpose and they're looking to raise funds or raise awareness or raise help for getting their mission driven. So that's our call to action. If anybody wants to get a hold of us, my name is Magic Brad. You can just Google that, or get a hold of Preston hashtag Preston Video, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to sign this bad boy off.
Okay. Thanks for your
Appreciate
time.
you taking the time. We can talk more about this if you find anybody down there that's got a specific cause and wants to get on a Skype or do one of these hangouts. We can do
Yep.
that, or we can work on that new blab thing. That's good. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll work on both.
Okay. Thanks, Preston.
Gotcha.